Been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life moves fast when you know me.
Shower baby, and I got the tea for you, so let's spill. A little podcast that Ashley Trevino did with her daughters and Camilla as the host. Shit got real. She asked her all the questions that we wanted to know. Thank you, Camilla. And you know I got the receipts to prove it, and I ain't gonna lie. That shit was like an hour and something long, so I'm just gonna play some clips. But majority of the things that she did say we already known. She tried to lie or deny a lot of the things that Camilla was asking her. Her daughters, you can tell, were very uncomfortable. Every time she lied, they was like, or shaking their head, no girl. You know Haley called her out. You know she did. She's the daughter that says it all. She spills the tea on her mother to her mother. Literally, boiling hot, burns her thighs. Talking about tea. Let me go get mine. All right, now that we got our tea, let's spill.
Maybe sometimes she can exploit situations to get views.
I'm gonna be real, yeah.
Because that's a game. But that's your kid.
No, not with them.
She just said yes.
I don't do it with them. I mean, I don't really like to talk about them, honestly. When it comes to my lives now, I tell them if you have anything to say about the kids.
That's not what she asked. That's not what she asked.
I protect them now.
That's not
when they
what she
come in
asked.
my room, I cover
Like
the
when you
camera,
get on live and you
and
start
they're
talking about their
around, I don't
deceased
film them.
father.
But have you done that in the past? Have you taken a situation and used it for views regarding the
No.
kids? Would you feel like maybe she has done that ever?
Yeah, but not me, my sister.
Yes, she has. Girl, don't lie.
Taking her when she was sick, and you were begging for money. You said send the Galaxy to know about my baby girl's health when I was in the hospital.
Oh, that's good. That was like,
She laughs. Look.
but you were,
Yeah,
you were
but
just-
no, but I still didn't like that.
But we've already.
But you wanted my information out for a Galaxy.
I was
Literally, G Money and everyone else, like Angelito, they could send you, they could send you a Galaxy.
I don't have a follower.
What's his name then?
Stop saying it.
Oh, double T.
A galaxy?
A galaxy.
You sold her out for a galaxy?
$13.
Like that.
Yes, it was.
wasn't like
She's
that.
in the hospital telling us, give me a galaxy. You don't know what's wrong with her.
She wasn't in the
Say
hospital.
sorry. Say sorry right now. She's about to cry. Give her a hug and say sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
That's send a galaxy to help me pay the medical bills.
No, it
Wow.
wasn't like that.
How do you handle misinformation or rumors about your family? You're cut off. That's your mother.
Wow. I feel bad for them now. They're
How do you know?
she should not be talking about the new song in front of her children.
Him before your baby?
Exactly, Matt. Clock her.
Let me show you and let
Block
me
her.
tell you. Because talk about
See
it.
how many galaxies and lions you get, so he knows how much to ask you to pay.
No. Literally, he's one of my biggest
This is when they
gifters
call
on
me.
TikTok.
This is when
So
they
he's like a
call
mini
me.
sugar daddy.
He's young, but he's
How old
younger
is
than
he?
me. He's 23. What?
Why not? Okay, wait.
He's one of my
Better than
biggest
19, at least I
gifters.
didn't lie
I've been
about
talking
it.
Since December.
So you're just gonna date the biggest gifter? Who says he's a Christian that doesn't wanna?
Yeah, we're gonna save ourselves until marriage.
Ashley.
Right,
stop
Camilla,
playing
clock
with me.
her.
No, I'm serious.
No, you're not.
Yes, when we meet, we're
Call
gonna
me.
come
Call me.
back to this conversation.
No, call me. I
And you're
can
gonna
see
be
it.
like, so does he know how it smells? No, he don't.
No,
Wait till the
that's
wedding
a fact.
day.
That's a fact. Wait till the wedding day.
Yeah, you are. We're actually gonna get married in
You
Miami.
like to sit front row.
Met this man, and she's talking about her kids don't even know it. All they know is that he said he's gonna wait on the phone for her to get there.
He's not a Mexican.
Listen.
He's my boy.
A train wreck that never stops wrecking.
This is the ending though, like literally. So we're about to like just full throttle it, and then it's gonna stop.
Give her the mic. She looks much but cry.
She does not. Like,
Give her
she's
the mic.
gonna cry.
Tell me how you really feel.
Honestly, sometimes I feel like it's weird for like girls to go for younger guys, but
You hear that?
it's weird for my mom. She's 36.
She said that loud and motherfucking proud. She said she's 36.
And she gets with people in their
Who are
teens. In Santos, he actually lied about his age. He said he was
I didn't lie
20,
about mine.
but he's actually 19.
I did not lie about mine. I'm 23.
No, nothing about that podcast was funny. The fact that she laughs through her pain is ridiculous. You're laughing at your daughter's pain. This podcast really shows the type of person she truly is. It's not just, oh, what we see on the camera. It's not just, oh, you guys see. You're always on live. You put your business out there. Stop blaming everybody else. Start taking the blame for yourself and your actions, girl. The fuck? What? She didn't only speak about that. She spoke about Santos. She spoke about the inmates. Camilla was pretty much saying, okay, so you don't want your daughters around Max, right? The new guy who's 23 years old, but you allowed them around inmates. And she was like, no, it was only 2. And she was like, but do you hear yourself? You never met this person who's Christian, holy. He has a lot going for himself. He's also a virgin. And y'all never met. But you had your daughters around prisoners. Y'all need to watch this full podcast. You know what? I'm actually going to record the whole podcast. This is really the sad life of Ashley Trevino and how she treats her daughters. Yeah.
We are back with another podcast with the one, the only controversial queen on the internet right now. People love her, people fucking hate her. Ash Trevino and her beautiful children are here today. Are you excited to be here?
Yes. Yeah.
Are you guys nervous? Yeah. I would be too, to be honest. Okay, so I want this to be like free flowing. I want to give you opportunity to talk. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your family. Give me the rundown. How did you get into TikTok and how did you start social media? Give me the backstory. Who is Ash Trevino?
So I first started actually my TikTok back in 2019. Nobody ever,
pre-COVID.
Yeah, they don't know that. But I was actually a prison wife. So yeah, that's why they call me the inmate hopper.
You like them felons?
Yeah, I mean, I've been with them up until this year. So yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't think about going on Hinge, Tinder?
So now actually I do have a guy that I talk to that is free.
Oh, period.
And
You're a level of freaking.
Yes. And I met him on TikTok.
I think they have something to say. Go ahead.
No.
Oh. So what? So how did you guys start? Did you start because your mom went?
No, I had Musical.ly.
Oh, period. Okay.
So then I had it ever since that.
So you started TikTok because of Musical.ly.
Yeah.
So you do like little lip sync videos, little dances.
Yeah.
Okay. And you?
I got it after Haley in like 2020 or 2021.
And when did you start to notice like a difference in like, okay, I'm doing like, there's a difference in, like I'm making a couple TikToks for fun and then actually doing social media and things like that. Is it when your mom started going online? Oh, okay. So it's kind of like mom started it, you guys followed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how's that journey been for you guys? Have you guys been recognized any
Yeah.
in public? Just you guys, or are you with your mom or?
Just me. Once I got recognized by myself. I was in a store and someone asked me if I was Ash Trevino's daughter, and I said yeah. And she was like, "Can I take a picture with you?"
Oh,
and so I took a picture with the girl. She was like my age, so I took a picture with her. So yeah.
How does that feel?
It was scary because I was like away from my family because I wasn't with my mom. I was with my grandma and grandpa and my sister, and I wasn't with them, so I was by myself shopping. And because it was her and her mom, so I got scared. But I ended up taking the picture, and then that's when my TikTok started blowing up more.
Really?
Because I only had like 50,000 followers. It wasn't that much compared to me now. So yeah.
Congrats on almost being at 1 million.
Thank you.
I clocked it. So what would you say is, gotta be honest, like, girl, you be causing the motherfucking wrecks. I literally was on live and the whole thing, like me finding out about you, I kind of heard like Ash Trevino. I'm like, okay, but I was on a different side of TikTok. And so this all started happening when I was watching, I don't know if you know 2K. King Stan.
I've heard of him.
So 2K, I watched him when he was a barber, and then it kind of trickled down to Brianna, and then I was like, oh, Brianna's hanging out with Ash, like what's going on? And then it like was a whole train fucking wreck of, loophole. Yeah. Like I fell down a black hole, right? Like it was like, holy cannoli. For me, I feel like maybe when you're on live, right? You're basically talking to yourself, if we're being honest. Like, so I want to give you an opportunity to have like a conversation. How are you dealing with all of this controversy? Like what goes through your head when people are like, oh, she's a bad mother? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what happens?
So like I try to tell everybody, but of course, you know, I'm always going to be the villain in their book. You know, they've already got this persona that they have of me, and that's just who I am to them. So honestly, I've raised my kids since they were born, never left their side. Till this day, still have not left their side.
But people would say that they're with their grandparents majority of the time.
Well, the little one does live with me, but recently she went back for a bit. But my parents helped me raise them after me and their dad split up. So, of course, you know, whenever you're kind of raised by your mom and your grandparents, you kind of fall into like a grandparent's baby, you know, so to speak. And so I've never been the one to be like, no, you can't go to their house, you know. If that's where they feel more comfortable at, then why not, you know? But I still legally have custody of my kids. I've never lost custody of them.
So you do have full custody of
Yeah,
your
I
children?
have full custody of them. Yeah.
Okay, and why do you think they would feel more comfortable at their grandparents' house? Like, what is it that isn't happening in your house that makes them uncomfortable?
So to be honest,
Right.
my oldest one, when
Which
I
is
get on,
Haley?
yes, which
Okay,
is Haley,
okay.
when I get onto her,
Right.
she runs to them. And they're like the ones that save her, you know, like,
Right.
oh, grandma.
Like, mom's
yeah.
upset, I need to go to grandma's.
Yes. And
Okay.
so basically that's how it is with them. The little one, Eviana, she calls me, mom, come pick me up. Mom, come pick me up. So of course I go pick her up.
Right.
And so, you know, she's the one who stays with me most of the time. But yeah, I mean, I used to like staying with my grandma whenever I was younger. So I guess because I know how it is to stay with my grandparent, and I was, I mean, basically raised by my grandparent as well. I don't push them to be, no, you're my child. You're going to stay with me. You're not
Right.
going to go to your grandma and grandpa. It's like, no.
Okay. I get that. I personally I didn't grow up with, my grandparents are in Brazil, so I didn't have that relationship. But so tell me a little bit more about their dad. I feel like there's a lot going on the internet right now. You mentioned that the family is speaking out and trying to get clout. Why do you feel that way? Like, what is the story, and why do you feel the family speaking out on it now?
Of course, you know, like, and it's not only to him, but it's literally to my other exes as well. There's two more that I'm speaking of. Literally, like, as soon as my name started going across the internet, and TikTok, of course, they started coming out with certain stories. Oh, I'm the kid's dad's friend. I'm the cousin. I'm the aunt, whatever. I guess like now they're trying to get the followers. They're trying to get this. They're trying to get that. But in reality, they weren't there for my kids like they should have been.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you genuinely believe that these people are coming out and telling the story to try and get fame and publicity, and it's not for closure?
Basically, because if they really want it to be a part of my kid's life, why not pick up the phone and say, hey, can I see the kids? My kids have not seen their dad's family since their dad's funeral.
And they haven't reached out at all?
They have not reached out.
They haven't texted your phone?
Have they texted y'all?
Is that something you guys desire? Like, do you desire to have a relationship with your dad's side of the family?
No, because I'm not close with them. And even if I was, it'd be kind of awkward because I've never been that close with them, like, since I was little, obviously. But ever since I grown up, they've never texted or nothing. And then once I found out about my dad, that's when they started coming and talking to us. And then after the funeral, nothing. Unfollowed us, everything, never talked to us.
They unfollowed you guys?
On Instagram, my cousins did. And they were the one who told us about the funeral and everything. And then after it, they unfollowed us.
Okay, could there be a possibility that the family's grieving and they're posting it online to try and get some closure? Because I feel like there are times where people come out about your dad and they say, you know, horrible things. Maybe they're trying to come to the defense. Like, you don't think that that could be a possibility, or trying to speak up for him since he's not here to speak up for himself? They're really just trying to get money out of this.
Honestly, I don't know what's their deal. But whatever it is, I mean, I don't know. I don't have nothing else to say about that.
Okay.
Just that they weren't in our life that much.
Y'all weren't in their life. So clock out. Don't try and clock in now. I get that. I feel like that could come off a little disrespectful, especially if you never knew them and all of a sudden they're like chirping. Like, I would be like, I guess, but I think there's a manner of phrasing it being like, oh, he just wants clout. Like, it just looks so bad. Like, I was like, oh God. I came up with a list of questions that are family friendly, and there are some questions that you girls are not gonna be able to be here for, but they're categorized. So your mother has shared personal stories about your family online. How do you feel about your family's private moments being public?
For their privacy, I feel like it's kind of awkward because there's probably things online that they don't want people to know.
Like, what are some things out there about your family that you're like, oh hell?
There was a video of my tia's engagement, like when her husband proposed to her. That video got out. And I feel like she didn't like it because why would they put their business out? Especially if it was posted, but they're stalkers to go that deep into posting my tia stuff. Like, it wasn't even my mom. It was my family. And there's like pictures of my grandparents on there, and they're editing their photos. Like, also, I feel like they don't like that because they don't like that. They don't like being online.
So you think your family, you would say that they don't enjoy the publicity at all?
Yeah.
Is that something that like has impacted them in their relationship with you at all?
No.
So they still are comfortable being around you guys, and they're not.
Yeah.
Okay, at least that's good.
Yeah.
You had something to say. You went to grab the mic.
Yeah. So about my grandma and grandpa, there was like this picture. There is this picture, and it was like of them together, I think, and they edited that into like people from back in the old days, like George Washington, and they added like gray and white hair.
Not grandma.
Talking about
Like from England.
from England, because my mom's grandma is actually from England. So when I told everybody on the internet I have my great grandma who is from England, they didn't believe me. So they went as far as looking up the last name, the family history, like the ancestry, all that, up until where she's buried and everything. That's how into my life they are. So
grandma and grandpa got a little cute edit of them. Period. That's the grandpa being famous. Okay. All right. Well, that's that. All right. Have there been instances where your mother has expressed feelings of jealousy towards you, and how does that affect your relationship with her?
There's this video going around of my mom being jealous of me when I was little, having a better relationship with my dad than she did. And
I mean, girl, that's his kid. That's his whole kid. Not you being jealous of a baby girl.
It's not that. It's just
She a daddy's girl. She said he better love me more than he calm down. He was in the okay. He was in there making her. Okay, so he's gonna love her. Miss Girl was not. She was.
it wasn't like that.
Okay, continue.
But and then there's a lot of people saying that she's jealous of me because
How does that make you feel?
like I don't know. There's like nothing to be jealous of. I mean, I am her daughter, and they say I look like her, so there's nothing much different from us. Not that I have more followers than her. Maybe that's why.
Oh, so you think she's jealous of you because she has more followers? She clocked that shit so hard. She's like, Mom, I don't like me because I'm outdoing her. I'm outdoing the doer.
You have something to say about that?
Oh, do I have?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I would have had over 1 million and something
Woulda,
followers.
coulda, shoulda, girl. Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
But
She
then
got
they did that
millions.
mass unfollowing, and then they took my account. So of course,
You hear
but no,
that?
I
That
am
sound like-
very. No, it does not. I am very proud of her though. Like I bought her a Gucci purse for her. Was it 900K or 800K? Bought her a Gucci purse. Like what 15-year-old literally? if
Not
you're-
my ass. I had Barbies.
Exactly.
My Barbies didn't even have a Gucci purse.
Exactly. So it's like, I'm not jealous of her. I'm blessed to be able to give her the life that I've always wanted as a little girl. And now that I can give it to her without
There could be, though, like, for example, I have a younger brother, and we grew up very differently. Like, I grew up in a very different financial situation than my brother. And there were times where, like, I as a sibling would just be envious of how it felt like my brother's life was a little bit easier than mine growing up because we're, like, almost 7 years apart. So it's like my parents' financial situation when I was growing up was very different than my brother was growing up. So it could be, that could be a possibility where she didn't grow up like that. So seeing you grow up and it's a completely different situation. Of course, you always want better for your kids, but girl, don't want your little fun, Taking accountability is where you first take the step up.
I mean, hey, the internet's going to say
Because
what
where
they
was your
want.
Gucci bag at 15?
You know what? I might have not had a Gucci bag, but I had their dad, okay? At 15, so. We were dating at 14. I met their dad when I was
You
a
were having-
teenager.
at
No,
14?
not that. No. I meant like I was already dating their dad, so I was with their dad at that age.
She said no.
No, I was 16.
She said you were getting
I was
out.
16. I was 16. 16. Yes.
The mic to them. The girl with 1 million followers. What are some positive experiences you've had as a family due to your mother's online activities?
Like trips?
Yeah, like what are some things because of the social media presence that you guys have? What are some positive things that you've experienced because of it?
Well, we go on trips. Like we just got back from New York and
Oh, period.
New Jersey.
Okay.
Obviously, when we go shopping, we spend a lot, like quite a bit of money.
Oh, because she like to get down. Did she get Louis? First of all, girl, you know that in your TikTok shop, it says that like what you bought and people are like, girl, that is off-brand Louis. Have you ever been caught with an off-brand bag?
No, I haven't, to be honest. Like they literally think my Louis are fake. I can pull up the receipt right now if you want to see it. I can log into my Louis account right now.
Oh, she got an account.
I got a
Okay.
YSL account,
Okay, period.
Gucci,
And?
and Louis. Yeah,
Stop playing with her. She got
exactly. Who wants me to be their sugar mama? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Santos. Anyways, next question. How do you handle discussions with friends who are aware of your mother's online persona? Because I know that ain't easy.
Yeah. So when they found out about my mom, some people didn't like it, obviously. And one of my friends,
She said obviously.
one of my friends actually, there was a video about her and my mom talking to her, and
Your mom was talking to your friends.
yeah, because she was on live and it got clipped.
Okay. Like she came in the room?
No, we were by the pool.
Okay.
And my mom was talking about her ex and telling her like girl advice, I guess. And people were saying in the comments on my friends,
Ex?
my friend has an ex.
How old your friend?
My age,
How old are you?
15.
She has an ex-boyfriend at I'm scared. Okay, continue.
And she told me about the video and she was like, girl, I don't want this out. I didn't like it. I was like, oh, it's not my fault that my mom was live and it got clipped. And a lot of people don't like my mom going live, like getting clipped or anything, because I guess they're embarrassed of it for being our friends and stuff. I would say we lost a bit of friends.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
To be honest, there's nothing I can do about it.
But there is.
I mean, it sucks, yes. But at the end of the day, like their friends shouldn't be around, because if I'm live, they even know. If I'm live, like don't come in my room, don't come in like, unless I'm live with them and I'm like, hey, we're going to do a live. But even then they don't like to be on camera.
Okay.
So, it's, and like she said, what they clip is not, it's not in my control. They clip whatever they want. I can sit here and say something about you and they're going to get the bad part of it. And then they're going to make a whole TikTok and make me seem like I was like side-eyeing you or jealous of you or something. They're going to make something bad out of nothing, literally. So, you know, I mean.
But you don't think that maybe like, oh, hey, mom, I'm having friends over. You don't, like, you would say no to them having friends over if you knew you were going to go live.
So their friends, some of them do not come over my house anymore. Okay. Just because the parents don't feel comfortable because my address is leaked.
Okay.
And so I totally agree with that. I understand that. There is some that still come over. And when I'm live, they know. So they stay out of the area where I am live.
So you don't feel like any sort of guilt or sadness that they've lost friends because of it and they've expressed that?
No, because it's not even for that reason, to be honest. I feel like some of their friends are jealous because of the life that they have. They don't go to school anymore. They're homeschooled. You know, they can just get up and leave, take a trip. And honestly, I mean, there's reasons why I pulled Haley out of school, because she wasn't talking to certain friends anymore also. Right. And it wasn't because of me. It was because of things that when you're a teenage girl, you and your friends fight.
Right.
So she just didn't like going because they were having a fallout or something. So, you know, with that, she was just like, Mom, I don't want to go to school no more. Can you homeschool me? So I finally did it. Like literally like a couple weeks into school, I took her out. I said, well, I'm not going to have you miserable either. Right. And so I did what I could as a mom to protect her from them girls. Because if you're going to be a true friend, you're going to stay a friend through the bad, the good, the ugly, whatever.
Right.
And so for that, they're still young.
Even if she did say, she was like, I've lost friends because of my mom and what she does in the lives and stuff. So in my opinion, I feel like as a mom, I'd be like, damn, like, I'm sorry. Like I would be like, I would want an apology from my mom and be like, look, I'm sorry if I've hurt your feelings. I'm sorry if I made you feel that way. But at some point, it's like, you would not be a topic of conversation with her friends if it wasn't for your online presence. It wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
It wouldn't happen. Like if you worked a regular 9 to 5 in a regular job where it wasn't plastered all over social media and you weren't, granted, one of the most controversial people right now, there wouldn't be anything to fight about. Like, yeah, they're 16. Yeah, they're going through like hormonal shit and whatever, y'all. I don't know what happens at 16 anymore. Hopefully not crazy. But I would feel some sort of way, especially given that, you know, she literally just said like, yeah, like they don't like coming around and they feel some way about what my mom says. And then to sit here and be like, oh no, like it's not me at all. Like
I did have a 9 to 5.
There has to be some accountability though.
Yeah, I did have a 9 to 5.
And was this happening anyway?
It was still happening. Yes. I've worked at my last job that I had. I worked there for 6.5 years up until December 23rd of this past December, 2024. I got fired.
Fired?
Yes.
For what?
The trolls from TikTok literally sent my owner a video of me showing my nip. Yes. Yes. So they fired me. And I just put that out there literally on TikTok because people were like, you don't know how to work. You don't have a job. You don't have this. You don't have that. Well, why do y'all think I wasn't coming on TikTok till 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, my time? I had a 9 to 5. I worked.
Your boss saw your nipple.
Literally. And then somebody took a picture of me at my desk and posted it all over TikTok. One of the patients did.
Wait, where did you work?
I worked at a dental office in Arlington, Texas.
How did that even happen?
What?
The slip.
I was drunk on live with Santos. Yes. Literally. I'm gonna do the walk of shame now.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed for that because I regret ever meeting Santos.
Have you set any boundaries as her kids regarding to anything that's been shared publicly? If so, when were those boundaries established and what are they?
Okay, so like getting clipped, obviously walking into her room, I told her, let me know when you're on live. So I don't walk into her room and they clip me and post it because that's happened like twice already. And they zoom in on my face and then people make fun of me.
Okay.
And then there's times where I don't want her to talk about stuff about us because obviously people are going to clip it and then share it more online.
Do you think that sometimes she can exploit situations to get views?
I'm going to be real, yeah.
Because that's a game. That's your kid.
No, not with them.
She just said yes.
I don't deal with them. I mean, I don't really like to talk about them, honestly. When it comes to my lives now, I tell them if y'all have anything to say about the kids, I'm not answering it. If anything, I protect them now. When they come in my room, I cover the camera. When they're around, I don't film them.
But have you done that in the past? Have you taken a situation and used it for views regarding kids? Would you feel like maybe she has done that ever?
Yeah, but not me, my sister. You've taken her when she was sick and you were begging for money. You said send the galaxy to know about my baby girl's health when I was in the hospital.
Oh, that's because that was like a while back though. But you weren't even have to.
Yeah, but no, but I still didn't like that.
because
But we were already.
but you wanted my information out for a galaxy.
I was
Literally, G Money and everyone else, like Angelito, they can send you, they can send you a galaxy.
I don't have a phone.
What's his name then?
Stop saying.
Oh, double T, double T.
You sold her out for a galaxy? You sold her out for a galaxy?
It wasn't like that. It wasn't like
She's
that.
in the hospital talking about something. Give me a galaxy. You don't know what's wrong with her.
She wasn't in the
Say
hospital.
sorry. Say sorry right now. She's about to cry. Give her a hug and say sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
That's send a galaxy to help me pay my medical bills.
No, it
Wow.
wasn't like that.
How do you handle misinformation or rumors about your family online? And what would you say the most outrageous rumor has been? Question. Do you have beds
Well, I don't live with my mom.
at your mom's house?
No.
I'm going to Zelle you. I'm going to give you money for, I want a bed, 2 mattresses, 2 of them. I want a headboard and 2 nightstands. I'm going to order that before you leave this house today. And I'm going to insert the clip of the receipt.
There's a story behind that, okay?
Please tell me why your children don't have beds. Yes.
Because my mom was actually
Mhm.
going to go look at a furniture store because I don't go anywhere publicly at all.
Because you're just that bitch.
Literally. No, like I really don't. Like if I go
Period.
out, I'm going to get noticed.
Yeah, no.
And if I don't have my security guard, I'm not going anywhere.
Period.
My mom actually told me 2 weeks ago. She was like, or my dad said that he told my mom to go to a furniture store and I would give him my card info because here's my card. I have money. But
Yeah, she's rich.
no, I'm not.
She can show you the motherfucking Louis.
But
receipts,
literally. But she never did that. So, and then, I mean, there, like she said, she doesn't stay with me. I'm about to move because everything's just getting crazy. And so, and I don't have a guy to come build it, but hopefully I can get
I'll pay for
somebody
it. I'll pay for
to come build it.
I'll pay for it. Y'all are gonna have 2 mattresses. You're gonna have a whole 9. Okay, we're gonna do a room makeover. I'm being for real. I'm gonna insert the receipt from IKEA, whatever you want. I'll let you pick it out.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
But
no, please.
it's like, yeah, I mean, at my mom's house, though, they have a bed. They have a bed. And
But
actually,
girl, you gotta have. Come on.
no, listen. Okay, so when CPS did go to my
CPS?
house, yeah. So yeah, this guy called CPS on me. Okay, I had a CPS case open. So, and also because of Santos.
Anyway, had bed. Did
She
you have a
looked
bed?
in the room. She said she looked in the room
And
and
she
took
said-
a picture
Of what?
of their room. They have a mattress in there.
Okay, at least a
Yeah,
mattress.
yeah.
Okay.
But even then, when they stay over, this one sometimes sleeps with me or on the couch. That one sleeps on the couch, or she'll sleep on the mattress. So it's like,
Question: is it because there's bed bugs?
no, that was like a
I don't
beetle
know
or
how they even
something.
start. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
even know how to
That
start.
was like a beetle or something. But again, what these people need to realize is I do live in a duplex.
Okay.
I have neighbors.
Okay.
So with that, there's gonna be whatever they have does transfer over.
Ew.
But I mean, I don't have like roaches or anything. No.
But there
again,
could there be potential bed bugs, or is it just
no,
little
like
beetles?
I haven't found any, but that was a beetle.
Okay.
But of course, people take one little thing,
Right.
let it be a flea on your leg, and they're gonna say it's something else.
Well, even a flea's kind of gross.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, well, I don't have animals, but you know, it's like, and again, that's why I'm moving
Okay.
because my landlord just, I feel like for what I pay there, I can literally find a nice house somewhere, and I want a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. I already have a mindset on what I want.
Okay. Period. And she got budget.
Literally.
You got budget.
Literally.
All right. Well, I'm shipping the beds. We'll get into CPS soon because I don't even know. Hold on now.
Yeah.
What was the moment you realized TikTok Live could be a full time thing? And what was your biggest month on TikTok Live?
So, my thing, honestly, when their dad passed away, I started freaking out. I'm not gonna lie because I literally would make like $800 every 2 weeks at my job.
Okay, so $1,600.
Yes, I lived with my parents. Okay. Even then, when I lived with my parents, they were saying my room was the porch because it was like an added on room. My parents' house, I'm actually making them a
Y'all are
checkout.
fucked up.
Literally, I'm making my parents a checkout and I'm going to give them money. I already have a number amount. I still have to get a little bit more for that, but I'm going to make them one of those huge checks to fix up their house. Because I asked my mom the other day, do you want me to give you money for a down payment or do you want me to have y'all fix up the house? She said, the house is paid off. We can fix it.
Okay.
I lived with them and I was living paycheck to paycheck, literally like penny to penny. And their dad passed away. I was depending on his child support. So when he ended up passing away, I met this girl that would battle. And so when she told me like, you know, hey, let's battle, I seen how I was making money. So I was like, oh my God, like, you know,
Who was it? Do you remember?
yeah, her name is Jasmine.
Okay.
Yeah, she still battles till this day.
Okay.
And we're still friends. We still talk. And so I just started doing that. And I mean, I've been blessed since. And then like,
But how did it take off? What happened? What was the situation where this became a full-time thing?
it wasn't a full-time thing. Like I was doing it, yes, making money, but saving the money. And so until I got fired, December.
For showing your
Yes,
hoo-ha.
yes. So when I got fired, I was like, you know what? This has to be my full-time thing now.
How did your parents feel about that?
The nip slip?
And being fired for it?
Um,
Because you were living at their house, right?
no.
Okay, you weren't.
I was already living on my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
But did they know about it?
they heard about it. My mom wasn't happy. I'm not gonna lie.
Is she Latina?
Yeah, but she wasn't
You didn't
happy.
get your ass beat?
No, my parents don't. No,
My mother.
no.
Why do?
And my dad, he was just like, pray about it.
Okay.
You'll find something else. God's not gonna leave you without.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that's when you just started battling and making a lot. When was it like, wow, there's a lot of money in this, and what's the most you've ever made on TikTok Live?
So the most I've ever made on TikTok Live was $12,000.
In one sitting?
Yes.
In one live?
Yes.
How many hours?
Like 2.5.
You made 12 grand in 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
That weed bag ain't fake, y'all. And her kids still don't have a bed. So what's that funny? Yeah, that's funny. Nothing's that funny when your kids don't have a damn bed. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, well, that's why they're enjoying the hotel bed. I'm just kidding.
That I paid for?
I'm just kidding.
How is the hotel bed, you guys? Is it good, wonderful? You like having a nightstand?
Yeah, it's comfy.
No bed bugs?
No bed bugs.
Ew, period.
So the first thing they said when we walked in, the first thing they said when we walked in was, oh, and we each have our own bed. I said, no, y'all are sharing one bed. I take the other.
Oh, like you...
They honestly, their own bed, and I sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
No. Really?
Yeah. Okay, do you think TikTok changed y'all's life for the better or for the worse?
So I was asked that question actually the other day by another influencer. And he said, would you wish your life was back to the way it was before TikTok? I can honestly say I've been blessed by TikTok because not only do I get paid with the battles, I get paid with the views, like all that. And then the views on my videos I get paid with, and then like my subs and stuff. So I can honestly say it does. I mean, it's done good. But if I could go back to my life before where nobody knew who I was, I liked it. I only had like 50 to like 100 views in my lives. And now there's like thousands of people that watch me.
Right.
And so, I feel like I don't
Probably
like,
because they're waiting for another slip.
yeah, literally. And I don't like to go out in public because like I said, people are like, oh, you're Ash Trevino. That's Ash Trevino. Like I've already got noticed here since
Different
I've been
state.
here.
She's international.
Yeah,
She's
literally.
domestic, actually.
They can say their own thing, but to me, like I said, it does have good and it's got its bad. But if I could go back to my normal where nobody knew me,
So keep the money, take away the fame.
literally,
Yo, just unfollow Ash Trevino.
literally,
Make her not popular at all.
literally,
She hates it.
Cancel me. I want to cancel me.
I feel like I'd rather go back to my old life. Yeah, we have money, and I mean, I don't like being online publicly. Like,
And yeah, I understand that.
yeah,
Especially you're so young.
yeah. And growing up, that's on homeschool too. In the beginning of school, people noticed my mom, and I got like in the cafeteria a lot of stares. And so, if I could, I honestly would go back to my old life to being a nobody to people, because that's when I was more confident, didn't care how I looked. And now, since I'm publicly, I've cared more about how I look, how I go out, and stuff.
Well, I think you are beautiful, and I'm sorry that the internet has literally tore you down because that's not how it should be. That's not what anyone deserves. I think that there's two extremes, right? Like there's like Kim Kardashian, and then there's like the common, worker. I feel like you guys shouldn't take it so extreme either way. Like there's a balance, and finding that balance, everyone's gonna be a lot happier. Don't isolate yourself. Like you're beautiful, be confident, be true to who you are. Like go out there and do whatever you want to do. Just because you're public doesn't mean that you can't go and follow your dreams, follow what you want to do, and be who you want to be. Like don't let that hold you back, because I'll tell you one thing, nobody else is gonna care about you more than you care about you. So don't let your mother's shenanigans stop you. And you're beautiful. And I think just definitely don't take it for granted either, because a lot of people would kill to be in your position, and a lot of people would kill to make that type of money. There is a balance, and you can't find it. So hang in there, girl. What's the weirdest fan interaction you've ever had? You want to know how it smells?
literally, walking through the mall and you hear somebody just singing the song out loud, and then they're like, "Ah, Santos, he knows smell well," and I'm like, "Oh my god, they know the song. They know the song.
We know the song.
It's oh my god,
We know the song.
I don't know.
Do you regret it?
I don't regret
It's a
it.
banger.
Yeah, I don't regret it. But if I didn't have to just pick that one name,
Santos. It could be anyone. You could just change it.
literally,
Anyone. Who else? Who would you say? Who would you replace it with?
my guy's name, but I can't say his name on.
You have a guy.
Yes, I told you. Yes.
She got a man. They look the fuck appointed. She said, Tell me about him.
They don't know much about him.
Go ahead.
I mean, he was kind of nice a little bit because when she was doing something, I picked up the phone and I was like, my mom's not here right now because she let me pick up the phone. And I was like, my mom's not here right now. And he was like, oh, do you need me to call me? Like, does she need to call me back later when she's not busy? And I was like, no, she's like heading down the hall right now, even though she really wasn't. And then she told me to go bring her the phone in the bathroom. But yeah.
That's nice. That's just common decency.
No, because most people really.
Who has your mother dated?
So he's sweet. He's respectful. That's what she's trying to tell you.
So you've dated disrespectful men, like, and they know, like.
Well, no, there was one guy, and I don't remember who it was. I think it was actually my ex that I brought home from prison, Jesse. Yeah, it was him actually. He called. So he called from prison, and literally, no, like she answered, and one of them answered, and they sounded just like me, and he was like, "Where's your mom?" And they were like, "Oh, hold on, she's coming." And so when I was coming to the phone, I was like, "Hey, hello," and he's like, "Don't be letting them answer the phone like that no more." Like, rude. And I'm like, bro, like, those are my kids. Like, if I'm not there, okay, but that's crazy work, because the fact that a man, I'm assuming this guy's a man, he's not 19. Yeah, no. Okay, period. We'll get into that later. A man, grown ass man, the fact that all he said was, "Oh, okay, let her, have her call me back. No worries." That is the lowest of the lowest, bare minimum. That's not being nice. That is human decency, respect. That is if I call your mom and you answer the phone and I'm like, "Oh, hey, just have her call me back later." That's what everyone should say. Not having, "Oh, I don't know why your kids answer the phone." Literally. That's crazy. Like, that's. But to be honest, we need to get you on Christian Mingle. No, well, this one is actually a Christian. Okay. And so he told me he is saving himself until marriage. So literally, I was like, bro, you got a song about your nunu. You think you're gonna last with a man that wants to save himself from marriage? No, be so for real. No, but that's what I told him, and he's like, no, like, by my religion, like, he hasn't dated a girl in 5 years either. Everybody thinks that. He's on my TikTok. He's always in my lives. But there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe a bi man is what you need. You want to know how it smells? Ask Max. He knows smell well. I'm just kidding. Smell well. I'm just kidding. Hey, yo, chat, clip that. Well, no, we haven't met, but we're actually planning a time for me to. You haven't met? No, only online. Like, we FaceTime. Yes, we FaceTime. He just got a haircut. Give her the mic. Give her the mic. You're cut off. That's your mother.
How do you know he's not using you for the clout and views? Because you haven't met him before your fame.
Let me show you and let me tell you. Because Max.
Clock it.
Literally.
Clock it.
No, because Max literally is not disrespectful. He does not care about the views. He does not care about the views. And whenever he is on live, he tells them, no, I'm not going to talk about it. See how many galaxies and lions you get, so he knows how much to ask you to pay. No. Literally, he's one of my biggest gifters on TikTok. So he's like a mini sugar daddy. He's young, but he's younger than me. He's 23. What? Why not? Okay, like, he's one of my biggest gifters, and we've been talking since December. So you're just gonna date the biggest gifter? Who says he's a Christian that doesn't want to? Yeah, we're gonna save ourselves until marriage. Ashley, stop playing with me. No, I'm serious. No, you're not. Yes, when we meet, we're gonna come back to this conversation. No, call me. And you're gonna be like, so does he know how it smells? No, he don't. Wait till the wedding day. Am I invited? Yeah, you are. We're actually gonna get married in Miami. She hasn't even met this man, and she's talking about marriage. Her kids don't even know it. All they know is that he said he's gonna wait on the phone for her to get there. You know the one thing I said about you before you got here? I said, Ash Trevino is like the car crash that never just stops. It just keeps going. And tell me that's not accurate. Okay, but listen, you're thinking ahead. I want to get married. No. Okay, but and I'm thinking ahead. But you're thinking about your kid's bedside table. But I'm not going to introduce my kids to just anybody. I agree. So that's why they haven't met him. But inmates, am I right? No. Literally, they've only met 2.
they've met 2 inmates and not a Christian man that doesn't want to have sex with you before you're married.
Because, I mean,
He doesn't live in the same state.
No, he actually lives in a different state.
Where?
Arizona.
Are you sure he's real?
He is. We FaceTime. If
Call
I was
him
to
call him right now.
FaceTime
Call him
right
Call him right now.
Okay.
Let me say hello. Let me talk now. He has a heart by his name. Max. Max.
What can I do?
Max. Are you real? Can I see your face?
I'm driving and you're in Apple CarPlay. Hold on.
Okay. Max, what's your ethnicity?
I'm Hispanic
From
Mexico.
Okay, period. Okay, so are you and Ash Trevino in some sort of relationship?
Are we in some sort of relationship? We're not official right now, but we are talking.
You know she said she plans on marrying you in Miami?
We already discussed it.
You've already discussed this.
Yes, we're having Bean Dip Jr.
You haven't even met her children yet, who, by the way, don't have bedside tables and or beds. And you're her top gifter, so I think you should probably buy her kids, take her kids on a shopping spree or something.
You literally said you were going to do that.
Well, that's the thing. Once we're married, we can do that. I know, Camilla, I thought you could do it.
I'll take on that role, but
Okay, we'll take on until I get there in Miami.
are you using Ash for her money?
Am I using her for her money? Why would I be using someone for my money when I send them money?
That's it. All right. All right, Max.
Just wanted to ask you.
He's a sugar daddy, Ash.
He even said our
He's 23,
Okay,
Ashley.
but still.
He's 23. I'm 22.
I'm not going to say the word.
He's what? Please.
Stop. And I didn't know he was Mexican when I first met him. I was so excited because I was like, he's not a Mexican. He's a white boy.
A train wreck that never stops wrecking.
This is the ending though, like literally. So we're about to like just full throttle it and then it's going to stop.
Give her money. She looks much about to cry.
She does not look like
Give her
she's
the mic.
going to cry.
Tell me how you really feel.
Honestly, sometimes I feel like it's weird for like girls to go for younger guys, but
You hear that?
it's weird for my mom. She's 36.
She said that loud and motherfucking proud. She said she's 36.
And she gets with people in their
Who are
20s.
19.
In Santos, he actually lied about his age. He said he was 22, but he's actually 19.
You see nothing wrong with that. Like, no, you don't see anything wrong with that. Your kid's over here. She's like, my mother is out here slinging that iron for a 19-year-old.
Anybody though.
But Santo knows how it smells.
Camilla?
Yeah.
They never did anything. That was just for a song. And
Clock that tea.
Yeah, I clocked it. Yeah, she clocked my shit. She clocked it.
She said,
Camilla. She said, Camilla, they never did anything. Facts. Okay. I didn't see it. There was no video. There was nothing. I didn't see it. You weren't disgusted when you found out he was 19.
I did, and I was embarrassed because I was actually on live when it happened.
So this is Ashley Trevino live right now saying she admits and takes accountability, right? You are embarrassed for that. That made you feel embarrassed.
It made me feel embarrassed, ashamed. Like literally, I was like, that's why I say I wish I would have never met him. Because
But 23 is okay.
Literally, you're over 21. Yeah,
Okay.
We can go to the bar and you can buy me a drink. At my wedding, we can have an open bar and I ain't got to worry about you going to jail or me going to jail for drinking underage. Yes.
Okay. To each their own.
Literally.
I could never. 23, your brain isn't fully developed. You haven't experienced life enough to be able to withhold what I deem to be a marriage. Being the fact that you are 36 with 2 kids, like you have a very adult life.
Yeah.
And I feel like for someone that's 23 to enter that, or even any younger than that, even 25, 26, 27, like I feel like in these developmental stages in life, you don't need to be worried about someone, like not saying someone else's kids, because if you fall in love, you fall in love. But I feel like in my head, it's like, why would you go for someone who is underdeveloped?
So with that, I always
Because your brain does not fully develop till the age of 25.
Yeah, but age to me is, I mean, literally, if you're over the age, you're an adult, you're going to be the one to tell yourself what to do at that point, you know? And
Right.
he lives on his own. He doesn't live with his parents. He's already went to school.
Basic requirements, by the way.
Literally. Like, I mean, there's so much more I can say about him, but I don't want to put his business out there.
Right. But why do you think you go for young? Have you never tried a guy that's older or maybe in the same, at least 30?
Yeah. So I, like, a lot of my exes are 30. Like, the guy that I'm about to divorce this month. He's actually...
You're married right now.
I am married.
You're currently married.
I'm currently married. I've been married since 2022.
You're currently married and you're planning a wedding right now with another man.
But the wedding's not going to happen tomorrow.
Not real.
This is what you wanted.
Not scripted.
This is
I
what
just need
you
everyone. This is
wanted.
not scripted.
You want the real.
Tell me how you feel, because I know you're waiting to say something.
Yeah, my mom is married.
Yeah, she's married.
She's married. They're getting a divorce.
Mhm.
The guy is awful.
You hate him? Not a good guy. Have you seen him?
Yeah, we've met him. We went to visits.
He's in prison. Why are you laughing? I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, it is. They've only met him one time. I only took him to go visit him. Why are you crying?
Because, girl, you are crazy! She married a man in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
This is her second marriage in prison.
Oh my God.
You want to come? Y'all just come live with us.
Yes, please.
Well, they have 2 new members.
Girls, I think I have to end your segment here. Thank you so much. I need to talk to your mom about some things. Clearly there's a lot to debrief here. And I'm not going to do what she does. I'll let y'all leave the room. Okay. I love you guys. I promise. Hey, new bed on me. New room on me, okay? I pinky swear it.
Okay.
Your daughters are amazing.
They are. I love them.
They're very sweet and very smart.
They've been the reason why I'm still here today.
They are incredible.
Without them, I can guarantee you.
Go, you better start bringing home the damn inmates.
I know.
No more. Red cards are out-of-pocket questions.
Okay.
So you don't want to answer, you say pass. You were on TikTok Live while someone was getting head in the backseat of your car. Why did you keep filming?
Okay, so with that, she knew I was on live.
Who is she?
Her name is Vala.
Okay.
And now she's with Bree in LA. The girl with Bree in LA.
I don't know.
Bree Olsen.
No, I know Bree, but I don't know. I didn't know that they were together. They're
So
friends?
she actually went up there to go live with Bree temporarily.
Okay.
We all met through Santos. And so she knew I was on live. We were actually going to a club hosting that I was doing. And we were in the back seat. My security was driving.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to go live. You know, we're feeling good, having fun, just girls. And she was in the back with Santos. And so she knew we were on live as she was getting up. And you could see her look directly to my
So as you
camera.
can see here, I do have a screenshot.
Yeah.
You thought that was the funniest thing in the world.
Because I was like...
She did think that her friend giving head was the funniest shit ever. So here she is dying, laughing her ass off right here. Did she feel embarrassed at all?
She did. She felt ashamed, like literally, like.
And you thought it was that's like you were just thinking this is for content.
So I didn't know exactly what had happened until I actually looked back, and I'm like.
And you start dying laughing.
Because you see me in the video, like I'm like,
girl, you're flaunting that shit. Look, you said, look.
and then I said,
she's in the back.
And then I said.
Does she have an OnlyFans?
No. Well, I mean, she might now.
This better fuck, girl. You better start one.
She might now.
You better start one. 'Cause after that, you got caught giving the Gok 9,000 in the backseat of a car
For free.
You shouldn't have filmed it.
She shouldn't have done it.
Fair enough. I do have something for you. Okay. I bought you some treats. I bought you some stuff. Okay, so if you want to bring it out, I'll give you a haul. I've studied you a little bit, and I did give you some treats. We have here Fritos bean dip, your favorite, I'm assuming. Okay, with Cheetos. hot Cheetos. And so that you don't sleep with 19-year-olds anymore. Another one, a clean one. You ordered them, so now you have 3.
No, I was gonna order.
Oh, well, there you go.
Thank you.
And it's pink.
Thank you. I love
Okay, our camera died in the middle of an Ash Trevino apology. So we're gonna run that back one more time. Go ahead. Apologize to the community that you offended in using that word.
I'm sorry to the Mexicans, okay? I will never use that.
Hispanic community.
Oh, the Hispanic community. I will never use that word again or any racial slurs towards y'all.
Or just don't use any racial slurs.
Okay, I just said.
Okay.
I won't do any, yeah.
All right, moving on. Black cards, diabolical, chaos, and final round. Here we go. Santos was caught licking your Rose toy on live. What the fuck were you doing with that toy?
Nothing.
So he just wanted...
I just had it sitting right there the night that he came over.
Right. Is this the same night you were drunk? Or is it different?
No.
night?
That was
Okay.
actually the last time that he ever came over my house.
And he licked your Rose toy. Why did he do that?
Because Santos is a freak. Santos sleeps with everybody.
Did he sleep with you?
Am I supposed to answer that
Yes.
truthfully?
Yes.
Truthfully.
Yes. Did Santos sleep with you? Did you sleep with Santos, actually?
I need alcohol. No, I'm just kidding.
Does it need to have penetration, but did you do stuff with Santos? To where he would feel it's appropriate to lick your Rose toy because perhaps he's been there down there before.
So, yes, we have done stuff.
Okay.
Twice. 2 separate occasions.
With a 19-year-old boy.
I didn't know he was 19 at the time.
So this is before you knew.
Yes.
Claimed before you knew.
Literally. Like, we did it twice, and it was literally before Christmas, so...
That's disgusting.
It is. It is. I regret it.
I'm disgusted
I'm disgusted in
disappointed in you.
myself.
I'm disappointed in you.
That is freaking gross.
I agree. We can agree on that.
Literally. If you got 2 legs, he's, yeah.
The internet thinks you're still getting with teenage boys. What's the truth?
So I'm not. I don't, like I said.
Guys, they're not in their teens. They're in their early
literally.
20s.
Literally, they're already out of their teen years.
Yeah. They're not children. They're adolescents.
Quit making it sound so bad.
It is bad. It is bad.
Okay,
Max,
I'm only with...
Max, I hope that you're good. It's a little weird. It's really weird. Please buy her children some nice shit, okay? They're great kids.
Max is amazing.
They're amazing. Good kids. I don't know about Max.
They're all
But
amazing.
your kids are amazing. What is the most shameless thing you've ever done for TikTok Clout?
The shameless thing.
Like the most reckless thing you've ever done for TikTok Clout?
Hang out with Santos.
You think that brought you clout? I mean, I think it did too.
The first time we ever met, yes.
Okay.
It did. We had 300,000 views on my live, and we had almost 100 million likes. 300,000 people viewed my live.
Would you do it again?
No, not with him.
Okay. At least we're growing.
Yeah.
If TikTok banned you tomorrow, how would you make money? What's your plan B?
I have other socials that I'm working on right now.
Okay.
And I have other
So you still-
collabs coming up.
Okay, care to leak a collab that you have coming up?
Mm,
A good one.
a good one. I mean, it's a YouTube video, so... Okay, just know this. There's going to be 20 guys.
It's going to be on OnlyFans. That's her first video on OnlyFans. You went in deep.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say. They got to wait for the rest.
TikTok users claim you've monetized poor parenting by drinking heavily and possibly driving under the influence while your children are present. How do you respond to these very serious accusations?
Okay, so...
And why are these assumptions? Like, why are they assuming this?
Okay, because there is times where they think that I'm out and I'm drinking. But of course, now I don't go live, really, unless
So you just
I'm
drink
at
and
home.
drive without going live?
No, I don't. Like,
Okay.
I told you that if I'm going to, like, say I'm going to my cousin's to go drink, my mom or my dad will pick me up or drop me off in my car.
Okay.
And then my kids aren't with me. And
So why would they assume this? Why is this an assumption? Why are these accusations?
that one actually came from, I was at a restaurant for my cousin's birthday, and literally this was in August. And they literally had the police waiting outside because they said I was drinking and driving. I was not drinking and driving. I was literally with my cousin. I don't, like, they just think every time I'm driving, I guess I'm drunk. I have no idea.
Okay.
I've never drank and drive with my kids.
I hope you wouldn't drink and drive.
No. I wouldn't because why would I risk the chance of losing them
and money
when I'm all they have?
Just kidding.
When I'm all they have.
Yeah.
You know, and
grandma and grandpa. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are great.
Literally, they're amazing. I have the best parents.
Okay, so don't do that. If that's something you've ever done, that's also disgusting behavior. Reports suggest that your daughters were initially raised by your mother due to complaints to Child Protective Services. How do you address concerns about your parenting that led to such actions?
Okay, so my kids literally were not raised by my mom.
Okay.
They were raised by me since the day I gave birth to them. Literally, CPS just got involved back in, I want to say, September. And they were getting so many calls that...
Because of TikTok Live, you would say?
Yes. And I was tired of it. So I told my mom, you know what? Keep them until this goes away. And they were still making calls, false accusations, saying this, saying that.
And has Child Protective Services come and...
They've interviewed me.
Okay.
But they've said there's no reason. They even tell my parents there's no reason to take them from their mom. Their mom is not an unfit parent. They've closed every single case that we've had. And...
Some would say you are.
They would, yeah, they would.
Because I think maybe you just portray a lot of things online, and so it allows people to be very judgmental.
Yeah. So again, they only see bits and pieces of it. They don't see me from morning to night. They only see an hour or 2 hours or 30 minutes of my life. And with that being said, my kids have never been in harm's way. I've never given my kids any type of alcohol, any kind of anything else that they shouldn't have. There was even rumors that my kids were pregnant. They weren't. They're not.
Okay.
I've even taken a drug test, and I passed it because of CPS. Back in December or January, beginning of January, CPS asked me. They came over my house, and they seen my house, and they asked me, "Would you be willing to take a drug test?" I said, "Yeah, why not? I'm not scared. I have nothing to hide. I don't do drugs. I'm not that type of person." And so I went that next day and I took it, and they got the answers a couple weeks ago because it took so long. I don't know why. I guess because they sent it off. It was a urine sample. And so, they've closed that case too, and that was the last one that I know of. Okay. But now they can't come to me because they have to go to my
parents'
legal.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I have an attorney.
Okay. Yeah. Period. Budget. She got a budget.
Yeah.
You have a very messy personality and a very messy personal life, and I really hate that your kids have been brought into it because they shouldn't know about any of this.
Literally. And
they should not know about. They don't need to know about how you're new. They don't need to know anything, and the fact that this is brought up to them is not okay. Like, that is not okay. Your kids should not know about anything about CPS. Like, when some kids, CPS shows up. They don't even know CPS shows up. Like, I hope you do see that. I really hope you see
and
that.
And that's the thing. Like, if you ask the girls, they will tell you that they're tired of it.
As they should be, though, because that's ridiculous. Like, but even though, like, sometimes, like, your behavior is, like, yes, I am a very strong advocate for, like, I don't talk about it often, but, like, women, when we have children, from experiences that I've heard through family members, like, the woman when she becomes a mother, it's hard to differentiate being a mother, and then being also a woman for her partner, for her husband, for herself. And I feel like you really mix those two, and it became really messy for everyone, for the public, for your children. Like, you need to take care of yourself as a woman very independently than how you would take care of yourself and present yourself as a mother. And I think that this is where everything went to shit. Because now it's publicized to 300,000 people and more.
Yeah, but then again...
Because people make mistakes. Yeah. I get that. I'm not sitting here saying, you're going to hell and you're a piece of shit person, but you have done a very poor job of separating the two to the public eye. Because they shouldn't have that much power over you. The public should never have that much power over you. To be able to sit here and basically attack your every move. And that sucks. Yeah. It does.
It sucks. Like,
and I hope that... I hope that your kids are enough of a reason for maybe to dial back a bit, or just not go live and understand that, bro, like, I hope this doesn't affect them later, I mean, same with me, though. I don't have kids now, but when I do have kids, you don't think they're going to look at me and be like, Mom, what are you doing on OnlyFans? But that's something that I consciously know. I'm still debating on having kids. I don't have them. Like, you have these children that are incredible. Guys are great. And I don't know. I think that that's why people would call you an unfit mother. I think there have these children that are not go live and understand that, bro, like, I hope this doesn't affect them later. You know, I mean, same with me, though. I don't have kids now, but when I do have kids, you don't think they're going to look at me and be like, Mom, what are you doing on OnlyFans? But that's something that I consciously know. I'm still debating on having kids. I don't have them. Like, you have these children that are incredible. Guys are great. And I don't know. I think that that's why people would call you an unfit mother. I think there is basis as to why someone would call you an unfit mother. And do you see why?
But that's the thing. Also, people don't realize they've only came into my life
very recently.
Yes.
Right.
So they don't know how it was to raise my kids.
Right, but even in that small, short of time, they formulated such a massive opinion. How does that not hurt your feelings?
It doesn't get to me because of the fact that I know what type of mother I am, and my kids will tell me every day, you're not a bad mom. People are just being ugly and rude.
I know people come at...
Yeah, and they're like,
but you do have to take some accountability for some of the things
and I understand that. Right. But again, when I'm at home drinking by myself, it shouldn't matter what my parenting is because my kids are not there. Or if they are there, they are in their own room on their phones with their friends or in the living room watching a movie, and I'm not even online for hours.
But 100%, and I think people do that on a day-to-day basis. They're just not public figures. Like, people's parents come home from work and they have a glass of wine and they might get a little fucked up on a Friday night, but they're not public figures. They don't have a following. There's no one there to judge them on what they do.
And again, that's why I wish my life was back to where it was, because...
Y'all heard it. Stop making her famous.
Like, I hate the chaos. I hate it so much. I do. But I'm a mean bitch, too. Don't get fucked up. I'm just kidding.
She likes the attention. Next question. What is this?
So I can show you that picture. They actually edited that. I have it on my phone.
Really?
Yeah, they literally they did that. I didn't never post that. It's a fake account that posted that.
This isn't real.
No, it's not. Look, I have the actual picture.
This is the last thing, by the way. I just needed to know what the fuck this was.
Look, okay, so these are all the pictures. So that one is going to be right here.
Okay, show the camera. The picture I'm currently holding in my hand is a nude photo from that I guess was edited from this picture. That's just sick.
Literally.
And weird.
And it's the same exact picture. Look at that. Same exact.
Yeah, because that was absolutely wild to me.
Somebody's fake account took that picture like this and edited it to make it seem like
just take the picture from edited and post on.
That's crazy. It's crazy. If I was to post a picture like that, trust me, I have plenty of those.
Oh, did you send him to Santos?
No, he doesn't have any pictures of me.
What about Max?
Max doesn't even have no pictures of me like that.
Have you ever FaceTimed him and gotten frisky with him on the phone?
Max, no.
Santos,
no.
Your prison inmates.
Yes. Well, they're on the phone, and then I'm like, yeah, we do that.
A little phone thing, or a little phone,
little phone.
And the rose toy. Well, I just got you a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're gonna use it, make sure you use it with your future husband.
I'm
Save
gonna use it with I gotta save
with Max.
It for Max. Yeah.
Well, Max, you're welcome for the new toy. I hope you don't have premarital sex. Guys, that is Ashley Trevino for you. Her chaotic life.
It is.
Listen, do better.
I am, and thank you for having us.
I appreciate you coming out here. You've been hilarious. This is the most, I feel like I'm keeping up with the Kardashians. I feel like this is insane. I wish you nothing but happiness, and I hope that you do better for everyone in your life and, create more positivity.
I am. With the following, I have actually, I've wanted to change my following,
just kind of rebrand.
Yeah, one of my friends, Heffa, that I'm always talking to online.
The New Yorker.
Yeah,
she's funny. I love her.
She literally helps me out a lot. Whenever
she clocks your shit.
She does, and whenever I
fuck with you, Hef. I don't know.
Yeah, and whenever she was literally, I was going through my darkest moments. She was the one that was there for me. Nobody else was there, just her and God. So
you need friends like that.
Yeah,
and she'll put you in your place, and vice versa.
She will.
So look, hey, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Anything you want to say?
Guys, y'all have it. I've never spoken publicly to anybody, and she got it out of me. Okay, so that was, raw, and that's who I am. And if I've hurt any of y'all, I do apologize from the bottom of my heart. I'm not that cruel of a person. I am actually a sweetheart. I can be a bitch though, but
Two apologies in one podcast. We got to end it there. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Ashley Trevino apologized 2 times. I love you guys. You guys are the fucking best. Clock it with Camilla.